Terry Dolan, I'd like to call the Finance and Property Committee to order at 5 PM Tuesday, March 1st, 2016, in the first floor conference room at City Hall. I'd like to go around the room. All members are present. Let's introduce ourselves, please.
Tim DeSorcy. Oops, sorry. Did I skip you?
That's okay. Lee Tom, Alderman.
Terry Dolan.
Greg Hepp, Alderman.
Todd Furkey, City Alderman.
Sue Shaw, City Attorney.
Bruce Sternberg.
Chris Wickersham.
Joe Eichstead, City Engineer.
And Paul Schmitzky.
Joe Bachman, Wisconsin Rapids City Times.
Okay, item one taken care of. Item 2, consider a special events application filed by Wisconsin Archery Alliance for use of Robinson Park for the Badger Pro-Am Archery Tournament on May 20th to 22nd, 2016. Bruce, you're speaking to that?
For the 10th year we've done this event. Generally, attendance ranges between 85 and 125 from 7 states. Equates, we did a couple surveys, about 90 room nights each night in the city. And it's the first time we've gone through the permitting process. We have $1 million insurance policy through Sadler, so it insures all events nationwide through the National Field Archery Association, naming the city as a covered entity. East Junior High FBLA, we pay them to help us set up and take this event down. We used to have them do a concession stand, but because of all the food permitting, we vetoed that idea. I'd entertain any questions. We've had no issues. I think if you check with Mr. Heidemann and Mr. Hotz, it's been a great event. It's a great venue. People enjoy coming here. Mainly to go to the cheese factory. I can tell you about 3 different groups of people that bring coolers and go there after they get done shooting.
Yeah, city staff has no issues whatsoever with this event. In the past, they had simply been renting Robinson Park, and I think after the last time you went to Park and Rec, we thought it would be better since it's using more than just the shelter area and it's more of a public event, that they should fill out the special events app and then just simply rent the park, so that's what they're doing.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to allow the special events application filed by Wisconsin Archery Alliance for use of Robinson Park for the Badger Pro-Am Archery Tournament on May 20th to 22nd of 2016.
Second that.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Thanks, Bruce.
Good to go.
Good luck.
No, I run the thing, so.
Yeah, bring them in, bring them in.
Thank you.
Item 3, consider the application of Christopher Wickersham doing business at Rapids Quick Cab for a taxi cab license. Everybody got it?
Well, I think you should have the
Yeah.
supporting materials. Mr. Wickersham wants to start a cab company, and he appears to have everything we need. Each vehicle needs to have a vehicle condition report. I don't know if you've done that.
Yeah, I submitted that.
Okay, and then each driver needs to be licensed, which I think you did that through the police department, or you are in the process of doing that?
Correct, yeah, they need the license first.
So, I have his insurance. He has a minor home occupation permit from the zoning department to have this out of his home, and we determined that he was just using one car, that it would be permissible, but if he was going to have more than one car, the regulations require him to be in a commercial zone for the parking of his fleet and coming and going and so on. So I believe the application only has one vehicle. So, and if you want to just talk a little bit about what you're planning to do, why maybe?
Well, I was inspired because my best friend, we actually owned a gas station up north together. He started a new cab company in Wausau. If you guys are familiar with Wausau, there's 4 or 5 cab companies in that town. So it was pretty interesting. He's driven taxi for over a year now, has his own business. And it's just interesting, and I like trying new things. I own a construction business myself now, and I figured I'd expand my horizon and go into the cab company. So I just did a quick poll on Facebook, and just to see what people thought about another cab company, and if they thought we needed it in the area. And I'd say 90% of the people said we needed another one. So here I am. I got everything together and hoping to start fast, reliable taxi service. Eventually, we plan on growing to more than one car. I just want to see what everything pans out. And I've looked at buildings on 8th Street already, so when I do expand my fleet, I can move into a commercially zoned area. I think Rapids needs it, and
So currently, you're just planning on one vehicle?
yeah, one vehicle myself. And if I get busy enough, I'll hire more drivers and get more fleet. But obviously, it's a big investment to invest in a taxi business, so I just want to see how it goes, and if it goes well, then in the near future, pretty quickly, I plan on expanding.
Everything's good, insurance, liability, and all that's good, right?
Yes, I did the insurance, and then as long as the driver's license, the vehicle condition report, there are certain regulations that, you know, regarding posting of the fares and
Right.
so on, that, you know, you have to abide by, so otherwise, he's complied with the license requirements.
Mayor?
Do you plan on keeping fares commensurate to what we offer our other share ride taxi service fares at in the city, or do you plan on?
My fares are gonna be $5 for a get-in fee, and it's $1 a mile, no matter where you're going.
Okay.
And I know the River City Cab, they do one way. I believe they're trying to raise their rates to $3.50 a fare. I'm coming into this business more as to help the people out that are frustrated with that cab service, where they get a fare one way, they pay their $3.25. Now, when they're done at that location, they have to call them back up, and they might be waiting 2 hours to get picked back up. Me, I'm gonna be more lenient, I'm gonna wait for you, and I'm gonna be faster than the River City Cab. So therefore, you're paying a little extra, but you're paying for the service that I'm gonna give to you.
And you plan on handling all your own phone calls direct, I assume, not
Yes.
not using a dispatch, because it's just your one car, as you're
Right,
saying.
correct.
Will you do, I suppose it's governed under our contract agency fares and things, as far as offering service to other fare, I don't know how the reimbursement system works. Would that be outside of, I mean, would he, our share ride taxi service is with a provider, right? So he wouldn't then be eligible to perform fare rides for agencies then that are covered within that agreement, right?
No.
So I mean, this would be just a private
Right.
payer
Yeah.
system you'd be eligible for, okay. What are your hours of operation outside of
It'll
those?
be 24 hours, 7 days a week.
Okay.
Anybody else? And make a motion to consider the application of Christopher Wickersham doing business at Rapids Quick Trip Cab for a taxi cab license.
I will second that.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thanks, Christopher, good luck.
Thank you.
Number 4, consider a 2015 revenue appropriation resolution.
Okay, this is just kind of more of a accounting bookkeeping for our budget, and basically what this is, we approve this on an annual basis where we get revenues, we receive revenues that are outside the budget, mainly like small grants that come along during the year where we'll get those grant funds and then for specific purposes and expenditures. And so basically what this is doing is just appropriating that revenue over to the expenditure line item and increasing that budget by the amount of the revenue. For a lot of them, for the police department, we get little grants throughout the year, or overtime reimbursements, or overtime grants. You can see the big one there is safe routes to schools. They're usually pretty consistent from year to year. Our housing program, our redevelopment, we have two programs, the housing rehabilitation and the Hickory. And basically what it is, we get payments in from existing loans and just appropriating that over to the expenditure line item, then we basically loan out those funds again. So it's kind of a revolving loan for that. We get various gifts, grants throughout the year, donations for certain types of specialty projects. And this one you can see for the downtown hanging baskets and other beautification projects. People make donations to the city and we're just appropriating that over. One new one in here was with the raising of the buildings that has occurred as of Monday. We get we sell various property and assets during the year, and that kind of gets credited to a revenue account. And basically because we have the raising of the buildings in order to kind of fund some of those raising costs, I'm just using those sale proceeds of other city property to pay for the demolition of our downtown properties. So other than that, it's pretty much consistent from year to year. Those are the only real changes from previous years.
So do you need a motion on that to allow it, or what? Or this is just as considers?
We'll consider and approve.
I'll make a motion to approve the 2015 revenue appropriation resolution.
I will second that.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item 5, review and possible action on finance department office furniture replacement proposals.
Okay, if you remember, maybe a year ago, maybe a little less than that, we've been slowly replacing some of the outdated office furniture in the building. A lot of the desks at City Hall are pretty much original to the construction of the building, and most of the furniture, the old furniture, is not ergonomically correct. So we've been putting funds aside throughout the years, and we've been slowly kind of in phases replacing some of that office furniture and workstations, and this is another phase of that. We'll have another phase coming later this year that will pretty much complete the office furniture and workstation replacement at City Hall. So this is just in the finance department for 3 individuals. And you just have the quotes there, and the total is $13,435. Well, you know, those people in finance, they're frugal.
Strike a hard bargain with an awful list price. It's amazing.
Yeah.
The note to self when you're buying furniture, right?
Yeah.
How low can you go?
The markup on it.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
I'll make a motion to approve the action on finance department office furniture replacement proposals.
And I will second that.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion?
Just a question for Tim. I meant to ask Tim. I saw Erin's carpet now that she's been moving all the furniture around. Was that replaced in?
I don't know why
looks
that
like a
was.
1970.
I don't know why when we did all that, why that one wasn't replaced. I
Okay,
cannot
so you
figure that
didn't
out.
think it was replaced then? Okay.
Well, it was replaced, yeah, because that used to be the old, like, computer room
Oh.
where the big servers were and stuff
Yeah.
like that, so, but I'm not sure why, when they
There's a lot of
redid
rust on the
City
carpet.
Hall, why they didn't do it, so maybe it's something.
Okay.
that would-
Just curious. She didn't bring it up to me. I just noticed I asked her what she thought about the carpet because it looked like it was pretty old.
Yeah, maybe we should consider just getting a quote for that.
Next round of
Yeah, getting the
furniture.
furniture, and,
Sounds good. Just thought I'd ask.
or maybe if we have some extra squares sitting around.
Get a remnant, maybe, anybody? Lean on a remnant?
Shag carpeting, or what is it?
Yeah,
It's just old, yeah.
It was pretty close. It's not shag, but it's the same color of shag, you can imagine.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Item 6, review and consider approval of auto dealer proposal for the replacement of the engineering department vehicle unit number 190.
That's bid price. We've got 7 quotations back from area dealers. The one that's highlighted is the one that we're recommending from Scafidi Motors. It's a Ford F-150 regular cab. It's the lowest 4x4 bid, to be consistent with the rest of the fleet that the street department has, being Ford vehicles. We also bid out a 2-wheel drive option, just to see if the prices span greatly. If they were significant, then we'd certainly consider the 2-wheel drive. So it's replacing a 2003 engineering technician vehicle. We plan to hold on to that vehicle and cycle out an older vehicle that's used by seasonal technicians. And yeah, I guess it's in a nutshell.
And you did highlight this replacement in your 2016
Yeah,
budget.
it
so I
is,
think-
it is budgeted. I think there's 27,000 in the budget. There's also some equipment for the box that needs to be put in yet, but that's valued at about $2,000 or less.
So what's the actual cost?
$23,596.
What's this thing on the sheet 7? I mean, I'm just confused a little bit.
Oh, I attached, apologize, I did attach the actual proposals for the top 3,
Oh.
just for reference.
All right. So I would make a motion to review and consider approval of auto dealer proposal for the replacement of the engineering department vehicle unit number 190 for $23,596. Noted that it's in the budget already.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion?
With the, going from the 2-wheel drive to the 4-wheel drive, although I'm not sure the amount of usage that the engineering department would use the 4-wheel drive, basically, when you sell, trade in, whatever, down the road, that $2,000 is easily recovered, so. Even though it is a little more of a upcharge now, it's something that you'll surely recover down the road, so.
Yeah, that's
So,
exactly.
so it is the 4-wheel drive.
Yeah,
that we're gonna go
we
with.
wanted to see what the 2-wheel drive price was, just to make sure if there was a big gap between them, that, it is, 2-wheel drive is something that we could deal with, but the added convenience and, relatively low cost and, that, the convenience that you get from it, and then the resale in the end would make up for it.
Because it was just a little confusing between the 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel
Sure.
drive price, and I just wanted to make sure that we're all aware that it's the 4-wheel drive that we purchased.
Any other discussion? We have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Item 7, beverage operator license applications. Everybody got a chance to look at them?
I didn't look at it.
Good evening.
Good night.
For the cab and cycle.
Yeah, we have to do renewal and new, or do you know at once, or? We can do separate, don't we?
Yeah, I think it'd probably be better just probably do, because I think they list them out, the actual names, so.
Yeah.
I'm
so
doing 2
I'll make
motions.
a motion to approve the renewal applications for beverage operator license.
Second that.
Any further discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. And I'll make a motion to approve the new applicant for beverage operator license.
I'll second that.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item 8, audit of the bills.
Smaller batch this month, it seems like.
Huh?
Just smaller.
29 days.
Yeah, that's true.
I can just print it one side.
Only if it's coated paper. Let's see that.
As far as the payment to the local firefighter union,
Mhm.
why do we pay that?
Because we deduct their union dues out of their check.
Oh, okay. So it's just.
Yeah, we're taking out of the individual employees' checks and then issuing a check to the union for those dues.
Okay.
Good. I'll make a motion to approve the audit of the bills as presented from voucher 62589 to 99022.
Second that motion. Further discussion? We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Motion to adjourn.
Second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. We adjourned at 5:22 PM.